नमस्कार, बीएसजी में आपका स्वागत है। एक नई सीरीज नए चैप्टर के साथ हम आपके साथ। इस बार हम पढ़ेंगे कंप्यूटर सीरीज, जिसमें कि पहला चैप्टर है जनरल इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ कंप्यूटर। इसमें हम करेंगे क्वेश्चंस वो जो कि ट्रिपल सी, दिल्ली पुलिस, एसएससी सीजीएल, सीएचएसएल, सीपीओ, बैंकिंग और अदर एग्जाम में पूछे जाने वाले प्रीवियस ईयर के क्वेश्चन है कंप्यूटर से रिलेटेड। चलिए शुरू करते हैं। व्हाट इज कंप्यूटर? कंप्यूटर क्या है? कंप्यूटर इज एन इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मशीन. A what is an electronic device that processes data and converts it into information. वो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक डिवाइस कौन सी है जो डाटा को इंफॉर्मेशन में कन्वर्ट करती है? वो होता है कंप्यूटर. What is processed in information by computer processor? इंफॉर्मेशन को प्रोसेस करने वाले पार्ट को या चीज को क्या कहते हैं? उसे कहा जाता है डेटा. What is the function of ATM? ATM is called automated teller machine. The function of automated teller machine is withdrawal of cash without staff. Meaning of data processing is preparing information for the business use. Part of CPU which coordinates all functions of computer and other components. It is called control unit. Data going to computer is called input. Input is modified into output by CPU. CPU is central processing unit. What is called data in computer? Data is an information containing number and symbols. Information in computer is called stored data. What is EDP? EDP means electronic data processing. CPU stands for central processing unit. ALU stands for arithmetic logic unit. Basic operation done by computer is arithmetic operation, logic operation and data storage. What is called brain of computer? CPU, central processing unit, is called brain of computer, which establish link between VDU and keyboard. CPU. CPU establish link between VDU and keyboard. Which part of the computer is used for calculating and comparing? It is called ALU, arithmetic logical unit, is used for calculating and comparing. Which unit controls the movement of signals between CPU and input-output? Control unit controls the movement of signals between CPU, central processing unit, and input-output devices. Computer is named as which intelligence? It is an artificial intelligence. The three main parts of the processor are ALU, control unit, and registers. What is the function of the central processing unit of a computer? It performs calculations and processing. Capacity of computer is limited. Controlling part of computer is hard disk. Computer. It is a device which is able to store and analyze data. The basic computer processing cycle consists of input, processing and output. Compare is logical function of ALU. Theory of working of computer is process. Main component of CPU is control unit, memory and ALU. Processed data of computer is called output. Function of CPU is control unit and output device and immediate storage of data. What is output? Which is to get to user from processor. Part of computer which does addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and comparison, it is ALU. Journal mathematical operation performs for CPU is ALU. The basic goal of computer processor is to convert data into information. The information you put into computer is called data. Arithmetic operations is included addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Processing involves transforming input into output. Input, output and processing devices grouped together represent computer system. The name of the location of a particular piece of data is its address. What is the part of the computer that does the arithmetic calculation? ALU, arithmetic logical unit. A CPU contains a control unit and an arithmetical logical unit. The benefit of using computer is that computers are very fast and can store huge amount of data. Computations and logical operations are performed by the ALU. The function of CPU is to read, interpret and process the information and instruction. Example of non-numeric data is employee address. The information you put into the computer is called data. Data that has been organized or presented in a meaningful fashion is called information. The part of a computer that coordinated all its functions is called its control unit, which represents raw facts, whereas what is meaningful data is data and information. The benefit of using computers is that computers are very fast and can store huge amounts of data. The function of CPU is to read, interpret and process the information and instruction. What is the process of carrying out commands? It is called executing. Computers gather data, which means they allow user to fill in the blank data. It is called input, which means they allow user to input data. Which of the following is not the major function of a computer? It is storing data of information. It is not the major function of a computer. What is the function of a central processing unit, CPU? It makes the information resulting from processing available for use. A collection of unprocessed items is called data. What is responsible for performing calculations and contains decision-making mechanism is called arithmetic and logical unit, ALU. This component is required to process data into information and consists of integrated circuits is called CPU, central processing unit. What is the result produced by a computer? Output. Computers manipulate data in many ways and this manipulation is called processing. In an information system, alphanumeric data normally takes the form of number and alphabetic characters. Memory unit is one part of central processing unit. Computer is whatever is typed, submitted or transmitted to a computer system. Input. Manipulation data to create information is known as processing. What represents raw facts whereas which is data made meaningful? It is data information. Hardware used to translate words, sounds, images and actions that people understand into a form that the system unit can process is known as input devices, which tells the rest of the computer how to carry out a program's instructions. It's called controlling unit. The information processing cycle includes the following processes. It is input, processing, output, storage. The arithmetic logical unit performs the following action. It does both calculations and logical comparisons. The computer's processor consists of the following parts: control unit and arithmetic logical unit ALU. A microprocessor is the brain of the computer and it is also called as a microchip. Main memory works in conjunction with CPU. The main job of a computer is to carry out program instruction and processes data and information. When speaking of computer input and output, input refers to data or information of data that has been input into the computer. All the logic and mathematical calculations done by the computer happen in the central processing unit CPU. The primary goal of a computer system is to turn data into information. What are the arithmetic operations? We have already discussed about it. It includes addition, subtraction, manipulation, multiplication, and division. Once information is input into a computer, it is become data. Input, output, and processing devices grouped together represent a computer system. An electronic device operating under the control of information that can accept data, process the data, produce the output, and store the results for future use is called a computer. The CPU comprises of control, memory, and a unit is arithmetic logic. To display the contents of a folder in Windows Explorer, you should click on it. If you want to display the contents of a folder, you have to click on the Windows Explorer. In the CPU, C denotes central, P denotes processing, and U denotes unit. Which devices convert human understandable data and programs into a form of computer is called input. The three main components of a computer are RAM, random access memory, input-output devices, and central processing unit. The octal equivalent of binary number 10100110 base 2 is 514. Arithmetic and logic unit performs arithmetic operations and performs comparisons. We have already discussed about it. The term GIGO is related to accuracy. A computer executes programs in the sequence of fetch, decode, and execute. So we have discussed the chapter 1 of basics of computer, and we have discussed about the several questions of computer related to various exams. If you like this video, please comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you very much. Welcomes BSG.